stuff on my paper.
All right, Sandy, could you please come up next?
No, I don't want to go. I went last time.
You still have to
Just
come
get
up?
there. Stop complaining.
last time
You're
too.
always complaining, Sandy. Just get up there, gosh. It's not that hard. It's only high school.
I don't have a
Hey,
marker.
Michelle, did you do homework for...
Does anyone have a marker that
Michelle, did you do
Sandy
homework?
could borrow?
Oh,
Wait.
I don't know.
I have one. Hold on.
I don't know.
Always unprepared, Sandy. Always
But,
unprepared.
Nice
You,
guy,
where's
Michelle.
your marker?
It doesn't matter. I'm not up, am I?
Wait, Sandy, where's your
Hey,
setup?
Nelson, do you get your own...
I'm writing the question.
You get your own clothes?
When do we start tutorials? How do we set up the board?
Dresses me.
Really?
He lays out my clothes. And then I just pick them
Just
up.
do two
that's
columns
Nelson,
or
cut it
3.
down.
Your mom has style.
You're gonna-
Nelson's mom has style.
Sandy,
Hmm?
we need the 3 columns or the T-chart when setting up the board.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You're supposed to-
yeah.
Yeah.
Messing up in life.
As well as have your name, the page,
Okay.
the chapter and section where this column
Hey, Christian.
The what?
is. The name,
Hey,
the chapter, the page, and the section
Did
that
you
this
play with
question
sports,
is on.
Christian?
Christian, do you have a girlfriend?
No. Could you
Why
please
not?
focus on the screen?
Okay, but I'm multitasking. Is that a 9? Number 92?
Where?
Right there. Chapter...
It's 42.
Oh, I thought maybe like... part
It's
of it
chap-
English.
Chapter 5.3, number 42.
Okay.
Oh, 5. I'm not on 5.3 yet. I don't know how to do this problem.
You can still help out in the tutorial. What is next? What are you supposed to do after you place your question in the board? You remember the 30-second speech?
Yeah. Okay, so write an equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through these 2 points.
Okay. What's next?
I don't
What's
know
your
how to-
point of confusion?
My point of confusion is I don't know how to put this in slope-intercept form.
Alright, and what is the next step?
Okay, so just on those points, those are your points. So just label them X, X1, and Y1.
Like this?
Yeah, and then the other one's X2 and Y2.
Wait, Michelle, you can't
And
just
then,
state, you can't just give her
No, it's
the answer. You
it's
gotta
easy this
ask
way.
questions to
Easy.
help
but
her.
it's
Then
Right?
where we don't know how to ask questions. You just tell them what to
You can
do.
still ask
Just
questions
tell them
in
what
order to
to
help
do.
them.
But I'm telling her what to do, so it's helping her.
You can guide them with questions that will help them
But I
throughout
don't
the
even,
tutorial.
okay, but I don't even, I'm not even in this section. Like, how do I help her if I don't?
You can still help. Do any of you have
I'm
the
like-
book?
No.
We don't even take notes.
Maybe you have notes?
I didn't get a book,
Mike-
and we don't have notes. We don't take
Yeah,
notes.
we don't
on
take
it.
notes.
We
in
just,
class.
he projects it off on the projector and it's worksheets and he tells us like, oh, do this. So then
It's
like,
still
we
your
just do it.
responsibility to take
Like, how am I
notes.
supposed to take notes if he doesn't tell us to take notes?
What about your book?
Oh, my book's at home. It's too heavy. It gets scoliosis.
But still, if you need to carry your
It
book,
could be
it's a good form of resource.
Well, I don't want to be the hunchback or something. Too many books. They make us carry too many things.
Just do that first
Yeah,
part.
so right.
Okay, so what's after this? I don't know.
Well, you have to write. What's that? The thing you said. The formula.
It's x. No, it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Next time, could you please ask him that question?
So then do I just plug
Stop
these in?
asking questions.
Do I plug these in here?
Yeah,
to this?
you put them in and I'd say great.
Okay, so
Oh, I see.
Like if she doesn't know the answer, like how is she gonna answer the question? It's just dumb. This is dumb. Like why do we even do this? Why do we have to set it up in a T like that? Like I don't get it. Like if the teacher doesn't help, why should we try to help her?
Okay, you guys need to understand that I'm not here to give you the answer. I'm here to facilitate in the tutorial process, meaning I'm here to steer you in the correct way of doing the correct tutorial. If a tutorial is done correctly, it helps you develop critical thinking skills as well as collaboration between you guys as students.
So how is the tutorial done correctly then?
Well, the good tutorial is done this way. Okay, everyone have their tutorial ready? Okay, good. Okay, you good?
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, you good? Okay. You're good. Alright, group, we may begin to read the topic.
Okay, graphing linear equation.
I have perpendicular lines.
Finding perpendicular.
And mine's writing linear equations given 2 points.
Alright, does anyone want to volunteer to come up first? If no one wants to come up, could you, Sandy, please come up?
Okay, so my problem is write an equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through these 2 points. The background information that I had was the slope formula. I know that it's m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then I also know that the slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b. So I knew that to get the slope, I have to plug in these points into the slope formula. So that's what I got, and then right here, in order to subtract it, I had to find the least common denominator. So then after I found the common denominators, I subtracted, but this is where I got stuck. So my point of confusion is, like, how do I solve the slope when there's a fraction that has a fraction on the numerator and then a fraction on the denominator? Do you guys have questions to help me?
Okay, the bigger line in the, okay, yeah. Do you know what operation that is? Like, what does that line represent?
This is dividing.
Okay, yeah, and so can you rewrite that in a different way? Like if it's dividing, how else can you rewrite it without having that line?
Oh, like not in a fraction?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it would be 4 over 3 divided by, or negative 21 over 4. Like that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you see the top part where you first plug in your points. You have the 2 over 3 minus 2, right?
Yeah.
Right there, you knew that you had to find the lowest common denominator to subtract a fraction from a fraction. So you knew that, and you found the lowest common denominator. That's a rule that you knew. So is there a rule that you know about dividing a fraction with a fraction that you might remember?
No. Do I cross cancel these?
No.
Well, I
Alright, you guys can start looking at your books and see if there's any rules or examples on dividing fractions.
Okay, I found on page 108 to 109, it's chapter 2.7, division of real numbers, and it has division rules for dividing fractions. Do you guys see it?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it has a division rule.
Okay, so then once I found the y-intercept, I just rewrote the slope-intercept form. So the answer is y is equal to 16 over 63x plus 122 over 63. And then so for the steps, The first step that I did was I plugged in the coordinates into the slope formula. And then after that, I solved this part by finding the LCD. And then my point of confusion was clarified here when I found out I had to do what was that called again?
Well, the rule is inverse property of multiplication, so I'd probably put like a star on it so that you remember it next time you forget what to do with dividing fraction.
And then that was on page 108.
108.
Yeah.
So once I did that, I solved for my slope, and then after that I plugged it into the slope-intercept form.
So that's how a good tutorial is done. It's up to you, your effort, and your determination on to make this possible.
Alright, that was great, guys. Let's give him an Avid whoosh. Whoosh!